This is a random kid on YouTube, and this is one of my friends getting threatened with community guideline strikes. This is Hexus coming in with a very first YouTube documentary. It's pretty much an analysis on what both are doing and how this fight started, and why this guy's getting threatened to get his channel struck down. So let's start with the basics. Angle the One is a friend of mine that we met shortly before making the Trolling as Oliver video. He appears in my videos, and that's basically pretty much it besides playing Bloons Tower Defense. And Crazy Angle is a guy who randomly insulted him on a YouTube video, as he's done with several others, which we'll get to shortly, and has now gotten his brother to try to take down my friend's YouTube channel. And it's actually gotten to the point where Angle the One has now moved to a different YouTube channel. Of course, other than the fact that his initial channel's on an email that's completely tweaking and doesn't allow him to download editing software, so he had to switch channels for that reason as well, but that is beside the point. Now I'm going to show you the video that started this little conflict, a 2-second clip of Crazy Angle calling Angle the One him 2.0.
This is Angel 2.0.
Now I don't know how exactly my friend found out about this post, seeing that there's no @ there. It probably got edited afterward, but long story short, he found out, he got pretty upset, called him out, and this was pretty much the response that we get from Crazy Angle.
Please forgive me, Angel the One. Please. And I'm sorry what I said.
This was actually the second apology after Angle the One was not having it when he did his first apology, which is basically a no audio post that was playing the Cuphead song. And you can obviously tell that he does not want to apologize. He seems angry as he's talking. He seems like he doesn't even want to be there. To make things even worse, in between these two apologies, he makes a video about one of his comments that his brother made, making fun of him as well.
It was like, oh yeah.
All insincerity aside, now would be a perfect time to talk about Crazy Angle's brother, the person that is threatening to take down Angle the One's channel. But we're just gonna call him Danny. And Danny, along with Crazy Angle, has been stalking Angle the One's original channel, and pretty much Danny is mostly the one doing this, has been commenting on just about every video he sees on Angle the One's channel. Of course, one of these comments being the one where he threatens to take down the channel using the community guideline system. Now let's take a moment to talk about the other confirmed partial victims of Crazy Angle and maybe his brother. We can't know on that end because I don't know too much about Mr. Danny, but what I can see is that he's also insulted or tried to call out or try to get the attention of other people and even content creators. So this is the least of the transgressions that this kid has committed, but I'm going to mention these anyway. So let's start with the small-time animator slash gotcha tuber that he tries to get the attention of unsuccessfully because, well, he just got ignored, repelled, whatever you want to call it. He's obviously very desperate to raise his subscriber count. We are going to talk about that subscriber count later, but for now, let's skip over the part where he calls somebody a screaming abomination and let's get to the serious business. But before we do that, I am going to say it now. I have noticed that he has had another sort of fight with another YouTube kid. But we're not going to talk about that since they're both... I kind of question both of them. So we're not going to talk about that anymore. So long story short, Crazy Angle is a lazy spam channel and Danny literally steals content. So if you look at Crazy Angle's channel, most of his videos are pretty much where he slaps a picture of whatever he's most fixated on, says some random nonsense that half the time you can't even understand or tell what he's thinking about in that empty head of his. Sorry, I don't mean that. And calls that a YouTube short. Typically 2 seconds long, only get like 50 views, maybe up to 400 if he's not posting stuff like that, which sometimes he'll post stuff of his plushies because he was one of those people that did that sort of trend where they'll take an audio and put a plushie over it, which is something in my opinion, I don't like, but that's beyond the point. But if you look at his subscriber count, it's 1,200. Which is absurd. There's no way he has 1,200 subscribers from these 40 few videos. And despite him having a video with 10,000 views, he shouldn't have this amount of subscribers, because I literally, as an experiment, so I did the same thing, got the same amount of views, it got around 30 subscribers. Yeah, that sounds pretty normal to me. But this guy has over 1,000. Pretty questionable. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is fact, but what I'm suspicious of is that his subscribers are botted. He has fake subscribers, because throughout all of his videos, in his shorts, he should at least have, I don't know, about like 20 comments every video at least, if he has 1,000 subscribers and they're active. But no, it's just 1 or 2 or 0. Just straight up 0. And that, I don't know what to say about that besides, your subscribers are fake! The things that he says in his videos. He swears a lot. That's why I can't show a lot of video, because he just swears and swears and swears so often. But here's the interesting part. If you look at his description, which you've already seen, he says he's a bit tipsy. Now, if you look at the definition, that is, he's saying he's drunk and he's underage. Where are your parents? How much lack of attention do you need to have half of your vocabulary be about swearing and alcohol? Oh, right, because they let you watch Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss. No, I'm not even lying. He literally has a bunch of posts about Hazbin Hotel. Yeah, he's one of those. And to make things worse, the character he shows getting drunk is supposedly underage. As far as we know, the age is not confirmed, but as far as we know, he's in school and he's underaged.
Zip, Chip, put the goddamn cigarettes down.
If you go out of the woods today, there's gonna be some fries. Yeah, and the giraffes, they taste almost exactly like the elephants.
You have to be kidding me, right? Crazy Angle just walks up and says, hey, why are they doing the Snoop Dogg, right? Literally a post later depicts Angle, the actual character, not him or the Angle the One, like the actual character that they both are pretty fixated on, and he's drinking. What? That is top tier Twitter level hypocrisy. And literally says he's gonna F-word him. Excuse me? You shouldn't even be talking about this on YouTube. Alright, so let's leave the crazy Angle saying dumb stuff all the time sort of rabbit hole alone, and let's get to Danny. Danny steals videos. I'm not even sugarcoating it. He just literally steals videos. If you go to his channel, one of the first videos you see is him literally stealing the TikTok from Mr. Beast about the Mr. Beast buckle my shoes video, or whatever it was. But he literally just takes it from the TikTok, doesn't even bother removing the end, and just posts it on YouTube. He steals content. We got the Manny Show 2.0 over here. Steals content and has an ego so big that you're willing to community guidelines strike a video. Congratulations, you're going to YouTube jail. So long story short, they're in no place to call Angle the One out for any sort of business if they're doing the same thing or worse. They're literally worse. Like, I know Angle the One can say out-of-pocket stuff, but at least he isn't doing the things that you're doing and, for example, stealing content. He isn't stealing content. I actually helped him out for starting to learn how to edit. He actually wants to grow as a channel. You just want to copyright strike him because you have a little bit of an attitude and ego problem. Get out of my house.